Hello, everyone. Welcome back to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. The sun was barely climbing over the California hills when Cindy Hollister, in her crisp denim jacket and that signature warm smile, stepped onto the patio where producers had asked her to film her morning reflections. No one expected what came next. She settled into the chair, exhaled, folded her hands, and then unleashed the kind of honesty that could stop a show dead in its tracks. "I'm leaving today," she said calmly. Not a tremor in her voice, not a flicker of doubt, just truth. Pure, clean, relieving truth. The producer blinked, confused. "Leaving, as in the show? Mel?" Cindy nodded. "Yes, Mel is a lovely man, but he's not my guy, and I'm done pretending he might be." And with that, she leaned back, the early light catching the lines on her face. Lines earned from raising children, from losing people she loved, from laughing, from rebuilding herself again and again. The kind of life Mel could admire from afar, but never quite understand. A night of realization. The night before her exit, Cindy had sat across from Mel at the candlelit dinner the show had arranged. He'd tried, he really had, to impress her with stories, with compliments, with that polished charm he was so proud of. But something was missing. A spark, a pull, a yes whispering in her chest. Instead, she felt a quiet no growing louder by the minute. During dessert, Mel reached across the table, touched her hand, and said gently, "Cindy, I could really see a future with you." She smiled, because that's who she is, gracious, warm, sincere. But inside she knew a future with him would be a future of compromise, of shrinking her joy to fit his comfort. "Mel," she finally said, "I think you want a woman who completes your picture, not one who paints her own." He didn't understand then. He doesn't fully understand now, but Cindy, she understood everything she needed to. The morning she chose herself. After her on-camera confession, Cindy walked through the rose-lined courtyard, past the crew, past stunned cast members, and found Mel sitting alone on the bench where so many defining moments had unfolded throughout the season. He turned, surprised. "You're up early," she said. "I'm leaving." Mel blinked. "Leaving me?" Cindy marked material. Leaving the show. Leaving the idea that we're right for each other when we're not. He tried to respond, tried to fix it, salvage it, explain it, but Cindy held up her hand. "Mel, listen, you're not my guy, and that's okay. We don't have to force a story that isn't ours." She wasn't cruel, she wasn't emotional, she wasn't dramatic. She was honest, and her honesty hit harder than any breakup speech the show had ever filmed. The fans' shock and Cindy's peace. Within hours, the world was buzzing. Hashtag Cindy walks away trended across the internet. Clips of her calm, powerful exit racked up millions of views. Fans couldn't believe the confidence, the clarity, the self-respect. But Cindy, she was already driving down the coast, windows down, radio up, heart light. As she later revealed in an interview, "People think walking away means giving up, but sometimes walking away is the bravest thing you can do. I didn't lose anything by leaving Mel. I found me again." She talked about how women her age often feel pressured to settle, to take what's offered, to be grateful for attention rather than insist on connection. But Cindy refused that narrative. Love at this age isn't about finding someone to fill a space next to you. It's about finding someone who fills the space within you. Mel never did that for me, and I won't apologize for realizing it sooner rather than later. The final moment, a truth bomb for the ages. Before she turned in her microphone, Cindy gave the cameras one final parting message, one the nation would replay again and again. Women over 60 don't owe anyone their time, their patience, or their silence. We know who we are, we know what we deserve, and walking away, when it's right, is a victory, not a failure." Then she smiled, a little mischievously, and added, "And for the record, no regrets." She stepped into the SUV waiting at the curb, closed the door, and drove away, strong, clear, joyful. And with that, Cindy didn't just exit the show. She made television history. A woman choosing herself, choosing truth, and choosing freedom. Now that's a golden Bachelor moment fans will never forget.